This is another compartment right next to the freshwater one. There are many items here. I will show one by one what all are there. First, what we have is a sea anchor. This is a sea anchor. It consists of a canvas like this, a conical canvas, conical in shape, and attached to it is a line. This is a short line and this is a bigger line. So what we do with this sea anchor is, if by chance for any reason the lifeboat is not running, the lifeboat engine is not running, or if we run out of fuel, because there is very limited amount of fuel available for lifeboat, and if we run out of fuel and we cannot propel for some reason, then what we have to do is it's raining. Suddenly started raining here, and I had to close the windows, the doors. So right now I am not following the regulation. I mean there is still air inside, but it's okay. After some time I'll open the windows, so there is a little bit of air which can come. Anyway, so let's get back to the things at hand. So anyway, the rain has stopped now. It was just a passing shower. So I opened the door once again. So that as I was saying, we had the first sea anchor. Next is rainwater collectors. These are also small canvases, and you can collect rainwater. I mean, if it is raining in the open sea like this, and there is shortage of water inside, you always use these canvases to collect the rainwater and use it for later use. So we have two rainwater collectors, one here and one with the inside. This is a life-saving signals table. So in case of emergency, when we are inside the lifeboat, we have certain distress pyrotechnics. Like we have parachute flares, we have hand flares, we have smoke signals. So alert the authorities who are coming for help. So we need to keep them safe and unused until we see by visually that there is something like a helicopter or another ship passing by. If we can spot something like that, then only we should use this pyrotechnics for distress to alert the people out, nearby that we are here. And those are very prominent visible markers. And there are other signals also. So in case of emergency, you need to refer to something. Human mind doesn't work that fast in emergency, so hence this signals table is given here. So as I was saying, we use the pyrotechnics. Daytime we have to use smoke. There are smoke signals. I will show you. They are here. Smoke signals, they produce bright orange smoke. So at daytime you need something contrasting to the daylight. Orange is the best color, which is possibly the best contrasting color available in daytime out in the open sea. The sea is basically blue and the sky is also sky blue. So the most prominent contrasting color can be orange. Hence these lifeboats are also generally colored orange. Some cases they are in some ships they are also colored yellow, but this is the general color which you get to see in all the ships. So in daytime we use the smoke signals which emit bright orange smoke, and at night time we use the parachute flares and hand flares. I will show you them as well. So they also produce a bright red color, which is very contrasting at night time. It's a full black and bright red, you spot that very easily. Even for far around, if another ship is passing and another helicopter is searching for you, you shoot once, parachute, and it will detect, okay, this is the place. And then you use the hand flares and you direct that the search and rescue party towards your ship. The hand flare lasts for a minute. Next we have is our first aid kit. This is a SOLAS approved first aid kit. SOLAS stands for safety of life at sea. So basically SOLAS is just a regulation which was formed after the Titanic incident. Before that there was no SOLAS. After the Titanic, the SOLAS came into effect, and SOLAS states all the required stuff to be kept on board, all the regulations which need to be maintained by those equipments in order to save life at sea, to save the life of seafarers and passengers if there are any on board. So in order to save their life, SOLAS regulates and directs all the ships all around the world that these are the equipments you need to carry all the time, and this is one of them inside the lifeboat, a first aid kit. Anyway, so let's move on to the next one. We have anti-seasickness tablets. These are basically, this will prevent you from vomiting. Many people who are it's totally different. The experience on board the ship and the experience inside the boat is absolutely hell and heaven difference. Even hardened seafarers, veteran sailors, they also feel vomiting once they are inside the boat. In this box there are 100 of them, so we have 2 boxes, 200 tablets. Okay, this is a thermal protective aid. So there are immersion suits available on board the ship. Once we come inside the lifeboat, we must carry those immersion suits. And in addition to these immersion suits, these are also provided thermal protective aid. You can see the picture how these look actually. Next we have a fishing tackle. This is provided so as to, if you are stuck at sea, there is no help coming for days, you need to eat something, and once your food ration expire or you are bored with your food ration, because believe me, I have tried the food ration, they are not so very tasty. They taste like tasteless biscuits. So anyway, they're even worse than Mari biscuits. So if you are bored with them, you can use the fishing tackle. There is a hook and lines here, and also baits are also here, fishing baits. So you can use these for fishing. You can fish, and you can. I don't know how you want to cook, but it's there. Okay, so there are spare bulbs as well. Spare bulbs are for the torch. I'll show you the torch. So these are the anti-seasickness bags. So there are total, in this lifeboat, there are total 34 seasickness bags. So at least one should be there for each person. So you take out one seasickness bag, and if you are feeling like vomiting, you can just do your stuff. Very much similar to airlines. This is the torch which I was talking about. It comes with this is waterproof, and this can be used for signaling as well. Oh my god, this is not working. Okay, this thing is not working. I have to repair this. I have to change the batteries. This is a taillight signal mirror, or a heliograph. This is also known as a heliograph. See, this is a heliograph. So what it does, basically, it reflects the sun's rays to some other craft which is maybe somewhere else. Say for example, this is the sun, and you hold this directly in an angle so that the sun rays reflect. This is a very high visibility reflector. Sun rays come here and you hold it at an angle and it reflects back, and you see another ship which is passing by. You can direct their attention like this with this thing. So if this comes very handy when your other stuff are not working. This is the manual thing. It will always work. This is a graduated drinking vessel. There are graduations marked here. This is a 50 ml, 100 ml. So when you are running out of your rations and your fresh water, that time this comes very handy. You can measure, or you can use this right from day one, because always it's very prudent and recommended that you use your stuff wisely and conservatively, because you don't know how long you have to stay inside the craft. until help arrives. 3 tin openers are given. These generally are used for tin food. If you are carrying any tin food, earlier days the food ration used to include tin canned foods, but nowadays they are giving biscuit and a jackknife and a whistle, spare one. Whistle also, if you are seeing in a craft or helicopter, these are very high sound producing. You can use these for directing the attention, and a jackknife for ready use. If you have to cut anything immediately, you can use that jackknife to cut them. And 2 buckets are given for many purposes. If you want to give up water, or if you want to use it for any other purpose, you can use those buckets. So I'll quickly pick all the things which I have found, and I will move on to the next equipment.